Welcome to Deep Thought, the winner's mindset. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I talked about the victim's mindset as not being empowering. But going through life, man, and women, you have to have a winner's mindset. And that's the only way to do it. Because life, we all know life ain't perfect. Life is not perfect. I don't care what's going on. Something going to happen. You know, the other week, I always talked about the car I had. I said I was going to drive it till the wheels fell off. It got to the point where the wheels were probably literally fall off. That's the thing. So, you know, but I took care of it. I wasn't panicking or anything because I put myself in a position where I could get a new car or at least a very good used car anytime. You know, that's a winner's mindset. That's a winner's mindset. You got to go through and figure out how you can become victorious in every single situation. And you can't do, you know what, you can't do that as a hater. You can't do that. All you doing is drinking poison hoping the other person will die. That's all you doing. You hurting yourself. You're not hurting that other person. You can't do that with a victim mentality, because if you have a victim mentality, well, in order to get that little bit of stuff you might get, you got to stay a victim. You know, you got to stay a victim. That's not winning. How if you constantly victimize, how's that winning? Now, it's not to say somebody won't try to do something to you in life, even with the winner's mentality. But see, the winner, you know, it's just like I said in the last podcast. Someone throw me in the hole, I'm not going to be crying about it. I'm going to climb out that hole and go chase that person down and commit bodily harm to that person. But that's a winner's mindset. Some people say, Ron, that's a thug mindset. No, it's a winner's mindset, because here's how I'm winning that way. I'm not letting that circumstance hold me back. I'm going to figure out a way out. I'm not going to ask for a way out. I'm going to figure out how to get out of that situation. You see, a winner figures out how to win. If you watch sports, you know, teams go into like games and stuff, they have a game plan. The other team got a game plan too, and it don't quite work, especially in something like football. What they do, they change up. That's the winner's mindset. If you find one thing about winners, it's not that they don't lose. Everybody loses somewhere, someplace. But they figure out why they lost and then change some things. They figure out why something didn't go well, you know. If you see like a person with a relationship, right? You know, I'm known for talking mainly about relationships, but you can apply the principles anywhere in life. Okay, so you in a relationship and say it doesn't work. Now, the one with the victim mentality or one got some hate in their heart, they'll just blame the other person, talk to them, talk about them, say, only just get these bad people who want to mate with me. You know, the women say, all I just get is dogs. And the men will say, I just get all these ratchet women or bad women. The winner, the person with the winner's mentality say, okay, that last person was crazy, wasn't good for me. First, let me figure out how I can do better. Like, let me find out why I was in that situation to begin with. Okay, boom, figure that out. Now, how can I do better? See, the winner, and they will always strive. The winner will learn what they have to learn to succeed in life. The winner will figure out how to do better in a situation. Even in like I said, I'm known for relationships. The men who win, the men who get the women, they figured out how to win with them. That's it. The women, because I got plenty of women who listen to this. I've noticed that. Like, I had a woman, we were cool, fell out, got cool again. And she just got married. In fact, I wouldn't even be surprised she hears it. I just found out she got married, right? One thing I got to give to her, even during the fallout period, she had a winner's mindset. She had a very winner's mindset. She didn't go into situations thinking, there's a shortage of men and all these men are bad or anything. And she got married right away. And she had 3 kids. And still got married. Still got married to like a serious looking dude. Serious looking dude. No homo. Seriously. He was like, oh, dang. She was winning in this case. She was winning in this case, but she always did have a winning mentality. That's one thing. Yeah, we had a falling out, but it wasn't over that. It was over some other stuff. But like I said, at the same time, we still got cool again. But she had a winner's mindset. That's the thing. But then you get some other people and they're like, oh, well, I got 3 kids and I'm just pitiful and everything. Heck, even though she getting older, she actually looked better. I've seen some people, they be in those relationship situations, they just had that victim mindset and they just go down. And men too. Instead of saying, hey, let me just develop myself. Let me keep going. Let me have a positive attitude, Like the one thing about winners, I could have called this the positive mindset. You get women, men who just have, men and women who just got that positive mindset. They're like, you know what? I'm going to kick ass with this. I'm going into this situation. I'm going to make it work. And that's usually just even in small things. There'd be times I'd be like I'm real bad with really reading directions. I like finding my way through stuff, but that's because my mindset is like, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Like somebody will say something, or like you have an event coming up, and it was just like okay, like I'm known for doing that self-improvement summit a week or so ago, right? I've done so many of those. I already go in knowing I'm gonna do well. That's because I have a winner's mindset. I don't think like, oh, this will happen. Now, we had some detractors for that. But they had a loser's mindset. But we had winners putting that thing on. That's the thing. If you notice with winners, they actually win in life. But it's not that they blessed. It's not that they super talented, that they handsome, or they got some great talent in something. It's always the mindset. That's why, you look at sports, right? How many times have we seen, like, pro sports team that had a ton of talent but still didn't win the championship? Or even do poorly? That's because they had talent, but they didn't have a winner's mindset. Like, if they do win, it might be based just on talent, but then they're not thinking like winners. Meanwhile, the teams that win championships are never the most talented. Have you noticed? And I've noticed that at different levels, different everything. I saw that in intramural football when I was a freshman in college. You had one team that was super talented. Like, everybody said this is the most talented team. They ain't come anywhere near the championship. Meanwhile, a team that just had some players who were more average in skill, they won it. They dominated. They dominated for like several years. And they dominated because they just played together. They just had that mindset, we going to win. You'll see that. You see that pro football team, the New England Patriots, they didn't make the Super Bowl this year, but if you look at their teams over the years, they were never like the most talented. Even with Tom Brady, it'd be like, who's this running back? It'd be like, who's this running back? Who's this receiver? Who are these guys? And they just be putting different guys in, but they had a winner's mindset. Whether you like them or hate them or like them, whatever. You'll see that in every sport. I don't care. It could be a rec league and a team dominating. They just have a winner's mindset. So, that's the whole thing. And that's the important thing. And it's just a matter of saying, well, how can I make this work for my favor? You can't have that hate. Like I said, that hate is nothing but drinking some poison and expecting another person to die. It ain't going to work. You can't have that victim mindset because you're not really trying. But if you had that winner's mindset, you can always, you'll find something will happen. It's like a magic. You'll actually create the situation that you're going to win. You'd be like, you know what, I'm going to make this work. And that's always been my thing. I'm like, I'm going to make this work no matter what. And people have seen that. They feel like, damn, you doing all this? I was like, just my mindset. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll talk to y'all. Peace and blessings.